Liverpool's place in the European Cup seemed under serious threat when they played Athletic Bilbao in a second-round match in November 1983. They'd been held to a goalless draw in the first leg at Anfield, but this game showed just why they were so successful in Europe. Commentary from Martin Tyler.
One change for Bilbao from the first leg, the inclusion of Argote as a third forward. Goycochea, still banned domestically for his assault on Diego Maradona. He is, though, eligible again tonight. Joe Fagan has plumped for Steve Nicol in midfield in preference to Craig Johnston, so it's the same Liverpool side which put 6 goals past Luton and which now has to beat the 22-year-old Zubizarreta. Liverpool in a change strip of all yellow, and what a stern task here for them. Athletic have lost only once in European competition in 34 matches in the San Mamés Stadium, and that was 15 years ago. Souness, and the flag up against Ian Rush, who's still on antibiotics and certainly under the weather with a virus, which makes his 5 goals last Saturday all the more remarkable. Lawrenson losing out in the air. Here's Sarabia. And now Gallego. Shot directed towards the near post, maybe slicing away. We didn't see a great deal of Bilbao as an attacking force at Anfield, but certain that there will be more from them here tonight. It will be a test of Liverpool's durability. Getting forward and pushing as he did so. Preferred to Craig Johnston, said Joe Fagan this morning, for Nicol's defensive abilities. Lawrenson winning it this time. Tubi, Gallego taking over, and a nice turn from Sarabia, and he saw Grobbelaar starting to advance off his line and tried an imaginative chip. Fortunately for Liverpool, was just off the target. The turn from Sarabia, losing Phil Neal, and Alan Hansen coming across on the cover, just doing enough to put Sarabia off. On from Noriega. Argote. Sarabia again. Lawrenson got in the way. Souness with the back pass. Sarabia hasn't scored in the Spanish First Division yet this season. Athletic Bilbao down in 11th place in an 18-man league. Nicol. Hit it crisply into the midriff of the goalkeeper. And in the end, Hansen halting Noriega. Hansen. Liverpool trying to conduct proceedings at their pace. With 20 years of European football, their pedigree, Liverpool have certainly learned some lessons about playing away from home in that time. Lawrenson. Hear the crowd reacting at the Bilbao players to try and get possession. Kennedy winning a corner. And the goalkeeper in trouble. Lee can keep it in play, and Robinson and Zubizarreta in the end got away with it. Forward from De Andres. Certainly competitive in midfield, Liverpool, as you would expect. Although the East German referee, Adolf Prokop, giving the free kick to Bilbao, regarded as one of Europe's most authoritative officials. Here's Goycochea. The flick was from Dalglish. Urquiaga. And Sarabia was rather looking for the free kick, which he got. So Urquiaga to take the free kick for Athletic Bilbao. And the header from Argote posed no problems in the end for Bruce Grobbelaar. Gallego. Urquiaga venturing forward again. Gallego has shown a neat touch in midfield. Bilbao haven't as yet produced a reasonable final ball. It might drop for Noriega, and the referee pointed straight away for a corner. Argote to take the corner. And Grobbelaar came and was nowhere near it. And fortunately for Liverpool, it's a goal kick. Their problems a moment or two earlier when the scramble on the edge of the area dropped Noriega's way. Kennedy. Souness changing the direction towards Lee. Robinson let it run, Dalglish. Well, he spun into the shot. Liverpool's most incisive move, ending with Dalglish just unable to keep it down sufficiently. Extra time certainly a possibility here. We're into injury time at the end of the first half. And the tie still awaiting its first goal at half-time. So far, so good for Liverpool. Join us again after the break. Welcome back to the San Mamés Stadium. Happy ground, you might remember, for England in the 1982 World Cup finals. The European Cup hopes of Liverpool and indeed Athletic Bilbao still hanging in the balance here. Bilbao, in fact, have only scored once in their last 4 competitive matches. Forward from Lee. Urquiaga, who has played twice for Spain against England. Goycochea, the only current international in the Bilbao side. Lee. While delighted with their 6-goal performance on Saturday, the Liverpool players were saying that they wished that they'd saved one for this particular game, realising the difficulties of coming to Bilbao, maybe feeling that the opportunity has passed them by in the first leg. Lee. And here's Robinson. Robinson prepared to take on Nunez and bringing Liverpool a corner. And there is the ploy. And hit from some 25 yards by Souness. Graham Souness is Liverpool's penalty taker these days, and maybe the players' thoughts turning to the possibilities of a penalty shootout here, which is something that, believe it or not, in all their European experience, Liverpool have never yet faced. Dalglish. Good movement ahead of Alan Kennedy from Robinson, Rush and Dalglish. And Nicol getting a foot in as well. Certainly Bilbao haven't really unravelled the Liverpool method. Nicol with the throw. And taking on Urquiaga. And Zubizarreta in trouble, and Robinson found it coming too quickly towards him from the goalkeeper's flap at the cross. But Steve Nicol turning Urquiaga and showing that he can contribute going forward as well. A teasing cross that really troubled the goalkeeper. Robinson couldn't turn it in. Muthiranzu again. And Noriega getting behind Lawrenson. Neil to the rescue. And a break on here for Liverpool with Michael Robinson. Rush pointing in the middle where he wanted the ball delivered. And Robinson just overran it at the vital moment to be stopped by Goycochea. But that's the type of break that I'm sure Liverpool have been waiting patiently for. Really, it's in Liverpool's philosophy, if they can land a knockout blow, to do so with a counter-punch. Kennedy. And Rush! Left unmarked. And Liverpool's patient approach has been rewarded with a goal. But when it came, really unusual from their point of view, because Alan Kennedy here delivered a cross with his right foot. And Ian Rush certainly doesn't rate his heading ability, but timed this header to perfection. And now Bilbao have to score twice in the 24 minutes that remain to put Liverpool out. Argote, Noriega! And it was almost an immediate reply. Bilbao have the corner. But Grobbelaar has the ball. And even if Bilbao do score once, Liverpool, remember, still have the edge now on the away goal. The substitute for Bilbao, Miguel Sola. The midfield player, Urquiaga, comes off. "15 minutes left. And Liverpool, on what promised to be such a difficult night for them, are turning in a memorable performance here. Dalglish, and Rush is onside. Robinson waiting in the middle, and it was over Goycochea and over Michael Robinson as well, who was a little weary in his approach, it must be said. But here's Argote. And just not allowed to get in the cross. Lawrenson with that long stride to eat up the ground to get close to Argote and turn the ball out for the throw. And it was hit by Nunez, and it was Sarabia who stretched out a leg. Urtubi. And again. It's in midfield where Bilbao really haven't been allowed to maintain a grip, and Sola's pass running out of play. In the first round, Bilbao were 2 goals down to Lech Poznan from Poland from the first leg and bounced back with 4 on this ground. But they've not been able to recapture that sort of mood. And that can only be to Liverpool's credit. Goicoechea. Booted forward by Souness. Swept on by Robinson. And the more space now that is opening up for the likes of Rush here and Robinson. And here's Dalglish. Tried to curl it! Superb save from Zubizarreta. We've seen Dalglish do that sort of thing before. A really inventive strike at goal. Hoping to catch the goalkeeper too far forward, but Zubizarreta responded to scoop it away. Liverpool are calling off Michael Robinson, and wearing number 14, David Hodgson is his replacement. It was Hodgson who made the flick. Zubizarreta anxious to send it forward quickly, where it's 2 against 1 initially in Liverpool's favour, but Noriega made a shooting opening for himself by sheer industry. Nunez. It stayed in play. And Grobbelaar in trouble. Well, Tubi couldn't turn it back across the face of the goal, to the relief of Grobbelaar, who's had 1 or 2 unhappy European experiences away from home. But this is Hodgson with fresh legs, and Rush! Well, it's not often that he fails to hit the target. And David Hodgson showing the value of the substitution, really, with the pace to get away. Rush adjudged just to have stayed onside, but he whacked it far too high. A touch from Argote initially. The turn from Sarabia. De Andres. They probed away on both sides, Bilbao, but Liverpool have given them so little. The second line of defence came from Kennedy, but only after a foul by Nicol on Sola. So maybe a free kick that can yet test Liverpool. Inside the final minute of normal time, and Grobbelaar provided the answer with a sure catch. Dalglish. Ian Rush can use up a little bit of time here. No problems for Liverpool just to retain possession. Let the seconds tick away. Sola. And Lawrenson acrobatically with the interception. Souness knowing that there was space available for David Hodgson. And Graham Souness has really coordinated the performance. And an exceptional performance it has been by Liverpool. They've maintained their control throughout. And now they can celebrate an exceptional victory. Ian Rush's goal, the focal point after 66 minutes. But Liverpool's true quality, tremendous teamwork seen at its best. And really appreciated here by the Bilbao crowd as well. A happy final scoreline. It's Athletic Bilbao 0, Liverpool 1.
Clearly, Graham, it all went according to plan. What was the plan, quite simply?
Oh, and the plan was to come here out and battle with them and chase them and play our football and try and, play it as if we were at home and dominate them, and we did that. I thought we'd done ever so well tonight.
How highly do you rate that performance, alongside others in Europe?
I think that's got to be as good as any since I've been at the club. Bayern Munich was a great result. I think maybe that meant a wee bit more because that meant us in the final, but tonight, to come here and win, we were absolutely thrilled. It's an absolutely tremendous. We got you that time.
A few fireworks,
yeah. Bet they wished they had a few during the game.
You're always a little bit pessimistic on the bench, you know. Always. You know, oh, that, no. And then when the goal goes in, oh, what a boost it is for everybody, on us on the bench as well. And then, of course, those last few minutes, where do you go? How can you look at a match like that? Anyway, it ended great, didn't it?